Pisces, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Pisces, y'all have the desert and the fault line, the heart, Eros, the sustainer, and the shapeshifter. I don't know, Pisces, because it's just kind of like, I mean, I feel like there's an idea of and you can be on either side of the story, so take what resonates and leave the rest, but just this idea of like somebody showing up as like a broken foundation, and then somebody showing up as like a solid foundation. And I feel like there's this like transitionary, like somebody came, I just feel like this like caught you off guard because that's not what you were anticipating, right? I just feel like that, like, that's not what I expected from that, you know? And the desert, I feel like is just this idea of, I mean, it's a mirage, but it's just kind of this, again, it just like feels like this caught you off guard. Like, I don't even really know what to do with that because, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like that. Like, I just don't believe that it's true. You know, I just feel like this sense of that sounds too good to be true. You know what I mean? And yet you have Eros and the heart here. And maybe it's just one of those things where it's like, it sounds too good to be true because it's finally happening, right? If it's what you've been wanting, if it's what you've been manifesting. And there's been this idea in your reads over the past, I want to say year, but just this idea of like trying to manipulate situations and feeling like, well, that's what I really want. And why can't I have that? And you know what I mean? And trying to recreate it. And it's like, well, because you're trying to manipulate people and situations to try and create what it is that you want. And it's like, you can't do that. You know, like, and I feel like there was like this trying to gain a sense of identity because you can fit well here and you can fit well here and you can fit well here. But like ultimately all that ends up being is you fitting really well in other people's lives, but you not feeling like you have that life of your own. And I think that is changing for you. And it feels so left field, like caught you off guard, that you just feel like a sense of like, I don't know. Let me read the fine print. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that feels like. All right, Pisces. See what else we can get for y'all. The Tower, the Strength, the Fool. Like, yeah, I mean, again, it's just kind of this idea of like somebody really just showing up differently, like something ending. And somebody really having to like have the strength to show up differently. I feel like with an energy of like, all right, come on, let's do this. Because I feel like there's an idea of somebody who is just like dragging ass. You know what I mean? And you just feel like you're just dragging dead weight. And it's like, I cannot drag dead weight. And if you want to be dead weight, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to deal with that, you know, but like, I can't drag it. And I think that this like sense of dead weight is like showing up to say, you know, like, no, wait, I've got the energy for this. I've got this stick-to-itiveness for this. Like, I can do this. Let's go. It just feels like a very big shift. And it feels like dead weight. And then somebody who's ready to help carry some things. You know, like you're trying to get your kid to leave and you're like, I've literally done everything. I just need you to move. You know what I mean? Like, I just need you to help me like do this, like the car's packed, the, you know, like everything's ready to go. Like, come on, get your ass in the car. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's that energy. And then feeling like I can't get you to move. So I guess, you know, like there's food in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? The Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, you know, it's just kind of like this idea of like, like you've heard the call but you felt like you're missing out on things. You know, again, it's just that idea of like the car is packed and ready to go. And you know, like, I don't know. I feel a little frustrated, honestly. The Empress, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. You know, like there's so much there for you to create. I feel like there's a sense of home. There's a sense of security. There's an opportunity that's really allowing for you to like move forward. And I don't know if you're the one that's dragging ass or if somebody else is dragging ass, but I just get this feeling of dragging ass and getting to a point where it's like, you know what, like if you were just going to be dead weight, I literally cannot drag you. So, you know, like I really need you to show up differently here. Like I need for this to change. You know what I mean? Like that's what this feels like. The Fool again. I love that. Because there does come a point in time where it's like, I don't know, the way the Fool landed on the desert, but it's just kind of this idea of, you know, the Knave of Cups, again, of like, you don't know what to expect, and you can drag ass and you can miss out or you can go. And I just kind of feel like there's this idea of somebody showing up differently or you showing up differently, because I'm not sure who's in the energy of dragging ass and who's in the energy of like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, I think that there's almost this idea of like missing out, like missing your ride, like not like you had to catch the bus to get to the next town to, you know, like to catch up. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like this. If you want to treat it like it's not real, then it'll never be real. And I do kind of get this sense of like, if there's something that you were dreaming of, if there's something that you were longing for, if there's something that you promised yourself that you were going to do and you weren't doing it and you weren't doing it and you weren't doing it, and you're like, it's never going to happen because it's never, you know, like it's not real. And then actually doing it and being like, oh shit, like this is exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, why was I dragging ass on that? That's what this feels like. I don't know, Pisces. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video does resonate, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.